Hi guys, CryptoMark back for the next weekly installment of the KRC20 wallet tracking journey. KRC20s being the original meme coins on the Kaspa network. So bought a whole bunch of them down the left hand side here around about a year ago, most of them, and some a little bit after that, but the bulk of them around about a year ago. And we've been tracking them weekly to see how they're performing, and the running total at the bottom, it's been up and down, it's fair to say. And down a little bit more of late, given the Kaspa price action, the crypto price action, just in general, pretty much. We all know it's a knock-on effect. The big players, Bitcoin, Ethereum, they move, everything else moves in conjunction with, pretty much, bar maybe one or two, but that's the consensus of how crypto really works. And at the moment, we're down a little bit from last week. Well, quite a bit in fairness. Few factors for it. The crypto market again. Kaspa had a bit of a rally and then a bit more of a pullback. Another factor for that perhaps is what I'll show you now is this site, KasFYI, which is the main place that I think the main place most people look at Kaspa wallet addresses, KRC20s, top addresses. It's the cleanest sort of looking interface that's been around for as long as I can remember. And the guys have decided that it's time for them to sort of step away. So we'll have a little look at the reasons being, from what I've read, some big pieces on it and people's comments, and the reason I've taken is the reason they're doing that is because they still believe in Kaspa. They still think it's everything that I keep banging on that it, in my opinion, it is. But they don't think that it's going to move anytime soon. So I have alluded to this on previous videos that it is a waiting game. It always is in crypto, and people want things to have happened yesterday. And obviously things have a time period. So there's many reasons why you could say Kaspa hasn't moved. There's a lack of sort of marketing because there's no marketing fund. It's not a traditional token where there's a set of people with a big amount of money that they're pumping in to promote and pay to get on exchanges and all that. It's not that, it's organic. So because of that, it is going to be a slower burner. But the main thing for Kaspa, from my point of view, is what it is and what it can do. And that remains unchanged. It's just the adoption side of things isn't perhaps as fast as people would like. So is it a case of buy yourself some Kaspa, put it away on a cold storage device and come back in a couple of years? It could be, that could be the best way of approaching it. Again, none of this is financial advice, just for information. Up to you guys what you do. I'm just making this for my entertainment and for anyone that wants to watch. So yeah, that could be a way of looking at it. It could be like a really early Ethereum or really early Bitcoin stages. Could be where we are with Kaspa. I know there's lots of people developing things upon Kaspa, be it like domain names, there's loads of things. There's obviously all the NFTs. Some come with utility. There's the original meme coins, your nachos of this world. There's the Layer 2 version of the smart contract meme coins. Again, there's all sorts going on, and the interface is there, and these VProgs are coming in I believe 6 months' time. So that again is going to be another catalyst, and it's just about Kaspa finding its way, finding its footing, and people finding it, more importantly, and coming to it, seeing what it's got, what its benefits are, its speed, its security, all of the positive things it's got going for it, and taking on that adoption. But again, that takes time. And so it's basically, the situation has been that these guys have decided that they're going to remove from it, and the developers and sort of engineers, they're going to go and work on something else, I would imagine. Now I know that they have been keeping the platform going, this blockchain here, to their cost. Again, referring to what I was talking about before, there's no like fund that's paying for it. So they've been doing it to their detriment in terms of the cost out of their pocket. And you can understand after a sustained period of time, if you don't see things improving in the future, and again, that's their opinion, that's absolutely fine. You could understand why you might be reluctant to keep on churning out costs to keep servers going and all that sort of thing. So it will be a massive miss, I'm sure, to the Kaspa community. It will be to me 100%. That's where I get all of me. Every one of these videos I've done has had this on. And we're up to like video 50 or something now. So for the past full year, basically, I've been using this all the time. So I'm going to have to find something else that scrapes the information about the KRC20s, because whilst there's a lot of other alternatives to, let's have a look actually. There's a lot of other alternatives. What do I have? Kaspa Lens is one. They don't really have the KRC20 integration. So what we need is, and what I dare say will happen or can happen, hopefully, is for whoever develops all of these alternatives to KAS FYI can stick the Kaspa KRC20s in. I mean, this does have it, in fairness. Actually, let's have a look here. I might be talking garbage here. Yeah, this does have it actually. So yeah, actually we're fine. Kaspa.com has it. So I'll be able to glean the information from here. Just have a little comparison, see if it's... So what we've got, Zeal, we've got Nacho 4.4, I'm looking at the market caps. 3.4 for Zeal. So I'm looking at the KRC20s on here. 4 and 3.4, yeah. It's... PPCAS was 900, that's right, that's just over 1 million. That's 766 for Kango. Kango 766, yeah. So the information's there. The only thing I'm thinking is Kaspa.com getting their information directly from KAS FYI. So when this goes, does that mean the Kaspa.com one will not work? Not 100%, but I'm sure somebody will be able to come up with a way of tracking the KRC20s. When we're on this page, let's have a little look, see what we've got going on. Again, the prices are pretty much where I would imagine them to be, given the fact that Kaspa's sort of had a little bit of a down tick again, back into the mid fours. So yeah, it's the KRC20s do follow. When Kaspa was at like 12 million, these were at crikey 20s, 30s in millions, some of them. So it's all swings and roundabouts. It's all knock-on effect. It's all that basically, and that's kind of how it plays. But it is sad because we don't want good things to be lost. Equally, I respect the decision to do so. I know I have seen people sort of saying, if it's funds, can we like donate? Can we try and get something in place to help the server costs? And I don't know. I think, well, they've said that they're going, and that's that. Who knows? There could be some U-turn on that if there's some appropriate sort of answers to some of their concerns, or there's some help comes their way. But yeah, it's this guy here's the main fella. And see if we've got Johnny basis for that support days. Thanks for the kind words. Bit exhausted. Gonna have some time off and then reflect over the next few days. So yeah, this is the case in point really. Spent 2 years plus building a full feature Explorer. Spent thousands of dollars a month out of pocket to run the infrastructure. Served millions who were interested in learning. Not getting paid for any of the work. Zero funding. Tried to protect the community. Got called scamming, bad actor, and fake news. Yeah, so I think they maybe just ran out of, just sort of got to them in the end, I guess. And again, what I was saying to you before about forking out money out your own pocket's not ideal, if we're honest. And this might have been the straw that brought the camels back if you're getting called scammer, bad actor, fake news. Anyone that seems to come out and say anything, people are very, very precious in crypto, in my opinion. And again, it's because there's money involved, basically. And if someone thinks or picks something up a different way to what it's perceived, or what it's supposed to be perceived, or to see somebody that's spouting some FUD, it can just snowball. It can just like take off, grow arms and legs of its own, and go off in its own direction. So it's not ideal. But the project, the fundamentals, everything's still here. It's probably going to take longer than we'd all hoped, and that, I think, is crypto in general and investing in general. Like I say, everyone wants a magic bullet, and it doesn't really happen. So there we go. That is that. Okay, I'm going to keep it short this week, guys. I'm going to get into this in a bit more depth. I've been humming and hawing on what to do. You'll notice I'm sort of 2 weeks on from the last video rather than 1 week. For the simple fact that I just feel I'm saying the same stuff over and over again. And when not a lot's happening, it's slow news, it's kind of like repetitive. And is there any point in that being that repetitive? The price is the price of these KRC20s, which is this exercise, this video exercise. And I can't see them changing drastically until Kaspa does improve some, and more adoption and all that sort of thing. So maybe I'm going to have a think. I might change to 2 weekly videos, and just like write down information I see and pick up from the communities across that 2 week and have a bit of a recap of it. I know there's people that do Kaspa videos like daily and things like that. I think I could maybe just do like a bite size a couple of weeks, my thoughts on it. But again, who am I? I'm just somebody making these videos and tracking this progress. I've got no more knowledge than anybody else that's watching, really, other than things that I just go away and look at and learn. So yeah, I'm going to have a think. Any comments, if anyone wants to push any my way, that would be greatly appreciated. Again, none of this financial advice, just for entertainment purposes only. I'm going to continue to do this in some way, shape or form. Undecided as to how that's going to look fully going forward. Maybe every couple of weeks, and that's fine. Maybe it might have to stretch to monthly, I'm not sure. But whatever it is, we will endeavour to find a way. And 100% I'll be staying in the game and continuing in some way, shape or form. And yeah, it's all good. Nothing's changed apart from crypto in general has changed. Its landscape's changed. I called this beginning of last year, these ETFs and everything. Crypto now, to a point, belongs to the institutions that it was meant to be in place of, if that makes sense. The likes of Bitcoin and Ethereum being bought by all these big pension trusts and big investment groups, and basically they're being bought by the people that crypto was designed to not be for. Really, crypto was designed to be its own standalone, and it's P2P. It's I'll send you, you can send me, and nobody can take it off, and nobody can complain, nobody can touch it, that kind of thing. And now that all of that is being disrupted by these big ETFs, when the 4-year cycle's gone, and I called this like 2 years ago, whatever it was, 18 months ago, that the 4-year cycle would look very, very different. You're not going to get the big, massive swings in Bitcoin like we've had previously, for the simple fact that big places are holding big amounts. Equally, they can buy and sell big amounts and make profits. And people's pensions and things aren't going to like just crash and burn with the amount that that they might have in there. So Bitcoin's going to be more stable, in my opinion. And then that means that the rest of crypto isn't going to have as wild swings, in my opinion. So that's probably why people are going hunting for memes at like half a cent and trying to drive them up to $1 to make the multipliers that they might have made in the past in crypto, because it's changing. Let's face it, it's changing. Everything's changing. The whole world's changing, and we'll just tiptoe our way through. And with Kaspa, I think that's the thing. We'll just stay on the path and keep going. Ultimately, it's the best crypto that there is, in my opinion, still. But it's just that me knowing it's one thing, you guys watching this knowing it's another thing. A lot of other people who need to come in and invest for it to become the reality is a third thing, and that's kind of the little bit of a sticking block at this moment in time. But fear not, I'm here for the long run, and I'll see all of you, other people that are as well, on the next video. Cheers, guys. Take care.